It's officially 2022, so I'm going to start the year with a moral topic. Today I'm going to talk about faithfulness, a much needed value in today's world. So I'm going to break down the definition. What does faithfulness mean? Followed by ways in which you can show faithfulness in your relationship. So what I'm about to read to you, the information I'm about to share, comes directly from my upcoming book. This is the source. Now, before I get into this, I just want to start off with a Bible verse on faithfulness. Do not let loyalty and faithfulness forsake you. Bind them around your neck, write them on the tablet of your heart, so you will find favor and good repute in the sight of God and in people. Proverbs chapter 3, verses 3 through 4. Now, let's get into it. We all seek loyalty and respect in our friendships, business partners, family, and especially when it comes down to our romantic relationships. To be faithful is having or showing true and constant loyalty and support, deserving of trust and keeping your promises and commitments. One of the most devastating feelings is that of betrayal. Infidelity can leave serious consequences. When someone is unfaithful in a relationship, marriage, or breaks promises in friendships, or betrays those close to them, it can be very damaging, causing a breach in trust. It takes repentance, hard work, self-awareness, and forgiveness to change. However, the truth is that it rarely leads to reconciliation. The reality is that when you are betrayed by your partner, the effect will be so devastating that trust, respect, love, and intimacy cannot be repaired in most cases. Few things in life will give a greater sense of security in relationships than faithfulness. When there is mutual faithfulness, you will both create a sense of trust, confidence, unity, and certainty. Together you can face the hardships of life, knowing that you are both committed to each other in an unbreakable bond. Faithfulness gives any relationship the feeling that we can count on our partner to be true and honest. This gives us an opportunity to also make the other person feel needed, cared for, and have them trust in us as well. Mutual loyalty, integrity, and faithfulness is the glue that holds together a lifelong relationship. It is a sign of respect, adoration, and love for each other. So that's faithfulness. Now, how can you go about showing faithfulness in a relationship? There are certain things you can do to ensure faithfulness in your relationship. Now, it is important to always strengthen your sense of loyalty and commitment through your words and actions. So, how do you go about doing this? Number 1, avoid insults or name calling in moments of anger. Now, do you feel committed to someone when they call you nasty names, when they slander you, when they talk down to you, when they berate you? I don't think any man who's sane is going to care for a woman long term when she speaks to you consistently that way. You're just going to disconnect emotionally and you're just going to want to leave. The commitment you have to her, it's going to fade away. So when you insult your lady and you call her rude names in moments of anger or out of insecurity, out of neediness, weakness, whatever happens to be, you're having an argument. If you do that consistently, over time, she will shut down emotionally because you're tearing down her character. She's not going to feel respected and loved. Being faithful isn't just about not cheating on your spouse. It's about honoring them through word, through deed, everything. You do not speak to your lady in ways which harm her ability to open up to you. So no name calling and no insults. Number 2, be a man of your word. When a woman sees that your words and your actions align, that they actually match up, that you mean what you say, she's more likely to trust in you and follow your lead and submit to you. Because she sees, well, if this guy's honest enough to be congruent, he keeps his promises and his commitments, then she's going to chalk it up to the obvious fact that you're a faithful man. If you can be faithful with small things, it's safe to say that you can be trusted with a little bit more. So in return, this incentivizes her to also keep her word. And that's another way to show faithfulness. And as men, being the ones who lead, being the leader means to go first, to take that first step. So always be the first one to keep your word, to keep your promises, never turn back on yourself. Do that, and it's a surefire way for her respect for you to grow, and she will just want to bond with you even more. Number 3, if you are in a relationship or marriage, be loyal to your woman. Now, this is faithfulness in the traditional sense. Men, this is common sense. Do not grow close to other women. Do not entertain advances from other females. Do not give attention to other girls. Do not flirt with other women. Do not eye other women. Keep your lust in check. Abstain from pornography. Don't compare your woman to other girls. Okay? You got any female friends you might want to consider, because you know between heterosexual men and women there really is no such thing. Don't dishonor your woman that way. You'd feel very uncomfortable if she was allowing other men to be close to her. It would be a sign of disrespect and unfaithfulness. So do not do the same. Instead, grow closer to her. Put your attention on her. Court her. Let her see that, you know what, this man only has eyes for me. He's not giving any attention or any of his presence to other women. Let her see that you're faithful by your actions. That's very important. Number 4, be willing to protect her against any threat. This is just common sense. As the man, you're the head of the home, you're the boss, you're the leader. Your woman is physically weaker than you, she's under your protection, you have to keep her safe. Whether there's physical danger or there's emotional danger, she's going through something very horrible, she's in a lot of pain, and that's when she really needs your support and your care and your presence. Be there for her in that time of need. That is a surefire way to show her that you're committed to her. That, even when there is danger, that you don't run away, that you stand strong, you stand firm and tall, and you go first to protect her. That's a very righteous thing to do. And she will never forget that, especially with women being emotional beings. She will always be grateful, and she'll be sure to show her appreciation and love for you in return. And it's just the right thing to do. Number 5, very important. Resolve issues privately with respect and open communication. Why? Because masculine men that are honest, they're straightforward. They get right to the point. You don't cower behind fears or doubts, insecurities or worries. If there's something that you must get off your chest, say it. If you must confront her with her disrespect, communicate that openly. If you have a need or a want or a desire, let it be known. Be a man about it. And when you come to her with such a level of raw honesty, this only incentivizes her to do the same. When you have an open dialogue in a relationship, everything else flows. You give her that space for her to be feminine because she sees you're masculine, that you're locked in with her, that you're present. You're not running away. You're not being a chicken. You are one-on-one. She has your undivided commitment. You're willing to work through things, through the thick and thin. So whenever you do have problems, if they ever get worse, she knows in a moment of weakness, in a moment of serious danger, emotionally speaking, in your relationship, she can come to you with the problem she's facing, whether she's unhappy with you or anything else that's going on with another family member, a friend, whatever happens to be. She can trust in you, that at least she can sit down and have a mature, respectful conversation with you. Because if you can't be open and talk about everything with your spouse, you don't really have an intimate relationship. But faithful people sit down and they discuss the important issues with their partner. So that's very important. And finally, the sixth way to show faithfulness in your relationship is be honest about everything in your life. This one takes a lot of courage. But if you want to have a passionate, intimate relationship, you got to be real. Guys, if you are going to keep secrets, you're going to hide parts of yourself, you're going to put on a facade and pretend to be someone you're not, it's not going to end well for you. Because there's only so long you can do that with either guilt catching up to you or slipping up and doing something that's going to show who you really are. And if she sees that you're deceiving her, that you're fake, is she going to trust you? Is she going to start to doubt that you're faithful or honest in other areas? Absolutely. Do you think that's going to encourage her to be more open or more closed off? So be honest. Talk about everything deep and personal. Not like a little girl who's scared, but in a masculine, calm, straightforward approach. That's how you must be. Peaceful and centered, but always honest, always telling the truth, and lay everything on the table. Because when you're honest, same thing as before, when you go first, this also invites her to open up even more and for her to see, you know what, this guy's got balls, he's actually telling me everything. She will also be honest. Because then she's not going to want to keep secrets. She's not going to want to hide things away from you. And when you have all cards on the table and you know everything about each other, that's when you have that real teamwork. That's when you can really trust each other. Because you have it all. So don't tarnish your trust, her trust in you, by keeping secrets. Be upfront about everything. It will only encourage her to do the same. And if you do all of these things, this is how you can increase your morality overall and show faithfulness in your relationship. So with that said, hope you all enjoyed the video. If you're new to the channel, feel free to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you may be updated every time I upload more content. And also, you're more than welcome to share my videos with friends and family or anybody else who may benefit from my work. For any of you who would like to reach out, whether it's booking a coaching call, sharing your story, or just interacting with me privately, the email is down in the description. And also the Instagram, which I'm actually going to put in the description too. You can DM me there as well. With that said, hope you all have had a wonderful start to your New Year's, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. I've actually been sick the last few days. I came down with a fever. You can't see it now on my face, but I was pretty sick. But I've recovered now, and here I am, and I'm just going to be pumping out more content. So I'm closing on that one, guys. Stay safe. Thank you for all the love and support, and I look forward to a wonderful year working with all you beautiful people.